Retrievers, it's check-in time. If you haven't watched my previous videos before, I am going through the tretinoin treatment, which is the form of Retin-A, retinol. It is a prescripted form of a lotion in which you put on to kind of keep the cells turning, to help with wrinkles. A lot of people use it for acne as well. I am now a little over 5 weeks into this treatment, so it has been a very rocky road so far. I feel like these past 5 weeks have just been full of trial error. I don't think I've ever worked at anything so hard as far as just trying to find what works for my skin. And again, I did go ahead and buy my tretinoin on a website, which I will link below. By any means am I telling you not to go through a dermatologist, because this is prescripted. There is a doctor that is able to sell it online, and that is how I got it. So I'm kind of learning as I go. I just want to say that by no means am I telling anybody to do this on their own. This is something that is prescripted. It is a higher form of the retinol, and this can, cause issues with your skin that, can cause scarring, which I'm going to talk about. So if you are a little bit concerned about doing something like this, but you do want to try it, it is important that maybe you do go through a dermatologist to do this. So again, I will link where I got it below, but by no means am I telling you to take this journey on your own. I am just here to offer you what I have went through, and no two journeys are the same. So we may have similarities on what's going on, and I'm more than willing to answer questions. I have noticed from the research that I've done, the things that I am experiencing are normal for most that use this. However, you might want to consult a dermatologist just to, find solutions. I've kind of had to do a lot, all of this on my own, aside from doing research, watching videos. I do know that there are a lot of people that end up quitting just because this is something that I don't think most people realize how intense this can be, and it is your face. So there are a lot of times where you're peeling and things happen. So I just want to make sure that I stress that I am by no means telling you to do this on your own. This is my experience, and I'm offering it to you in case you are also going through this or thinking about going through this. This is a long journey. In this 5.5 weeks that I've been doing this, I've been juggling all of my lotions. I've been adding, removing things. So I'm going to go ahead and just let you see how my face is looking. As you can see on the bottom here, the last time that I checked in, I was letting you know that I was getting extreme irritation right here. I do believe that I let it go on too long before I finally stopped using the tretinoin on these areas. And if you can see, I have scarred. So if you see these darker dots right here, this is how I scar. It will eventually fade away for me because I have had laser treatments done before, and one of the ladies went a little bit more intensely because, I'm always like, hey, my skin can handle it. I have never had skin issues, so I'm always thinking, I can take it. So I did end up scarring because I just kept using it while it was showing peeling, and then it started to get sore, and me being an idiot and just like, oh, that's normal, I kept using it to a few days too long. So I would suggest that if you are using this, that if you do see irritation and it becomes red, and again, like any other creams are hurting, just stop using it in that area. And that's what I ended up doing. And I did start to use the Luna by Sunday Riley, and I have been enjoying her oils. I ended up getting 2 of them, and these are amazing. This one does have retinol in it, so I just use this on the areas that become affected, and then I want to stop using them. I also do want to show you my neck. If you can see right here, the last time I was showing that it had become red, and it became red, and now it looks, I don't know if you can see, but it has turned like almost like turkey skin, And I've got this, I guess a scarring area. So I've never really scarred on my neck area, so I don't know how that's going to heal. It does look a lot better, but when you look at it close, it looks pretty funky. As far as seeing results, I am noticing that over in this area, I have these red marks that I don't exactly know what they're called, but that hasn't diminished. But over in here, I did have some darker patches that I do feel have diminished a bit. And then again up here, I started to get some irritation and I stopped, and that didn't scar or anything, but it's still kind of a little bit red. And then on my nose area, I don't really see much difference. The other side, again, I do feel like some of that sun damage is kind of diminishing a bit. I don't really see much of a difference in my forehead, and I haven't experienced much irritation. The chin area has remained dry. Like anything that I put on it just soaks right up. And I, like I mentioned before, have heard that the chin area kind of absorbs quicker than any of the other area on your face, aside from your eyes. And so what I noticed is that I had mentioned before that what I have been doing is with my vitamin C, I have been putting half into a different jar and then storing the other half in the refrigerator. Well, I forgot about it after I ran out of my extra, and so I have so much that I've been switching around. I mean, I'm telling you guys, like pretty much on a daily basis I am switching things. I kind of think I have my routine down now. However, I did notice that when I did add the vitamin C back into my routine, I noticed again I started to get the patches that were a little bit more intense. And I have mentioned before that the vitamin C just seems like I'm feeling the vitamin C more than anything else. And this is only 7.5% right here. So I don't know what's going on with my skin. Maybe my skin reacts differently to vitamin C than others, because I see people using like 15% with their tretinoin or their Retin-A, and they're doing, fine with, the minimal peeling. However, when I add it in the areas that I'm adding my tretinoin, it is just tearing my skin up to the point where it feels like there are burns. And then again, right around in this area, I got that, scarring. And then I did notice when I am using this with the tretinoin, I'm breaking out in areas where I normally wouldn't break out. So I'm going ahead and using the vitamin C just on my neck area, because I have stopped using the tretinoin on my neck. And then I'm using it kind of underneath my eyes and just keeping it away from the areas that I'm using the tretinoin, because it's just causing my skin serious reactions. So when I use them alone, it's fine, but when I use them together, it's just not working out. I have been using this every day religiously, aside from 2 days, which the last time that I checked in, I was saying that I had, was having the problems in my chin area. So I stopped using the tretinoin on that area for a while. And then I also added my Sunday Riley oil, and I had put that all over my face, which it has the retinol in it. So that day I skipped, and then I went to a concert last week, and I just knew that when I got home, or that back to the hotel, that I wasn't going to be doing anything except washing my face. So pretty much 2 days are the only days that I've skipped it. I do notice that it comes in waves. Like it'll feel like everything's going good. My face feels great and looks decent, enough. And then next thing I know, I look in the mirror one day and I've got, dry patches in, certain areas. It's usually around this area that I will get the dry patches. So it's, I never know what my face is going to look like from day to day as far as the peeling. But I will say that I have been adding some really great products to my routine, and it has helped out tremendously as far as with just how my face feels. I've mentioned again before that I have never really stuck to a routine in my life. So this is the first time I've stuck to any kind of facial routine, and it really has made a difference. Just made a commitment to focus on my face and to focus on, maybe eliminating some of the, more indulgences that I don't need, and then just really investing in my face. I'm going to do a routine for my morning and my night routine, and I'm going to go ahead and put those separately. I have noticed that there are YouTubers saying, that they're apologizing for long videos. I personally like the long videos. Somebody's saying something of substance, I enjoy the longer videos, but I just seem to hear a lot of people saying that, it's too long. So I'm going to go ahead and split it up. This is, again, my check-in, and then I will do my morning routine and my evening routine, and I'll just film it as I'm doing it today. So if you are interested, keep an eye out for that. And, remember, don't just look up one video or look up one article. Make sure that you do your research on this. There have been some times that I have felt like I wanted to stop, but, I'm already this far. I've already made the investment. So, I've made the investment to myself. So I'm going to keep up with it. And again, if you guys have any questions, please let me know, and be on the lookout. If you are interested in knowing my routine in the morning and at night, I'm going to go ahead and film that next. So look out for that if you're interested, and I hope that whatever you're doing is great, and I hope that you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later, and peace.
I kept using it, probably a few days too long. The Luna, because I still have the vitamin C, so I am using it, and I haven't